The newly industrialized middle-power country South Africa is located at the southern tip of the continent Africa. It borders 4 countries: Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Swaziland, and Mozambique. South Africa also surrounds the small enclave country of Lesotho. South Africa has 11 official languages. The most spoken of these languages are Afrikaans and English. In the year 1488, the Portuguese discovered South Africa, and it was colonized by the British in the early 1800s. Even though they were a minority group, white people have held most of the power in South Africa since the colonial times. This was reinforced in 1948 with the apartheid, which basically stripped black people of all rights and kept them apart from the whites. In 1994, Nelson Mandela, an anti-apartheid activist, politician, and philanthropist, won the presidential election and ended the apartheid. Though racism is still seen throughout the country, it is progressing quickly and becoming very equal. They even call themselves the Rainbow Nation. South Africa uses a federal system of government. It is split into 9 provinces and has national, provincial, and local governments. Each level of government has legislative and executive authority within their own spheres. It is stated in their constitution that the country be run on a system of cooperative governance, meaning that they govern their own spheres, but still work together, and with the higher-up levels. South Africa is separated from its 5 bordering countries and from the enclave Lesotho, mostly by geometric boundaries. The boundaries were all created through treaties signed by the British at the end of their colonial rule. The Orange River is the largest river in South Africa, and makes up part of the border between South Africa and Namibia, and South Africa and Lesotho. Along the border, South Africa is in disputes with 2 countries. The first is with Namibia, who believes that the borderline is in the middle of the Orange River, but South Africa states it is along the northern bank. The second is with Swaziland, who claims the land of Kangwane, located in South Africa, is theirs, saying it was confiscated during colonial times. During the apartheid, a racial boundary was put on many cities, including Pretoria, and made them for whites only. This created much separation between the white and black cultures. But after the apartheid, they've been living in these cities, like Pretoria, together, and the people were able to experience each other's cultures. This allowed for an evolution of their cultural identities. Unfortunately, South Africa has some strong centrifugal forces, and is well known for its poverty, violence, and corrupt government. The government has been accused of bribery, private use of public resources, improper favoritism, and much more. But South Africa does have many centripetal forces pulling people towards it. One of these is that it's one of the most modern countries in Africa, but still has the wildlife and beautiful landscapes of traditional Africa. Another is that most everyone in South Africa speaks English, so there are very few language barriers. The song that has been playing is called "We Are the Children of Africa." It was written and recorded by South African peace activist Sharon Katz. She, along with her Peace Train, performed all across South Africa and were a strong force in bringing it to where it is today. A beautiful, multicultural, rainbow nation.